Good day, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the Final Fantasy VII Remake Toad Ring Challenge. Or rather, Enfeeblement Ring Challenge. It turns us into a toad. But I'm calling it Toad Ring because it's easier to understand, I feel. So we successfully got through Chapter 1 and 2 as a toad. A level 50 toad, mind you. But a toad nonetheless. So let's see if we can't get through Chapter 3. Let's see how many levels we can actually get through before we are successful with our life choices. Let me this and that. And now do things. So I'm gonna do any quests that involve fighting. Like, I'm not gonna worry about Betty's cat so much. There's no battles involved. But we'll do the rat problem one and, you know, all that stuff.
I've never seen anything like it.
There is that aerial enemy at that one point, so I'm curious to see how that's going to pan out. So let's, curious how stuttery the... Wait a second. I don't need the calculator open. Calculator, close. Draining all my CPU calculator. Alright, there we go. All better.
That hot shower can't come soon enough.
Oh,
I
Biggs.
can barely tell my
You and
skin
Tifa
from
shower
all the
together.
ash
You
and
guys are
sweat.
so into showers. You guys really should.
And you, Jesse?
I don't know.
Like, I don't even mean it like a, you know, an erotic fashion. Just... What's a shower between friends? We shall skip.
I don't know. It sounds like an accident.
Oh, hi, long lost friend. Tifa. How are you? I will skip. I still gotta say, there's just something about being in the Sector 7 slums in this game that just
everyone on TV's talking
tugs
about
at my
it.
heartstrings. There's tugs at my nostalgia strings, at least.
It's not going anywhere tonight. Now turn that thing off and let's get you to bed, huh? Yeah, your money.
I'm trying to ask Tifa.
She takes care of all that.
Tifa, give me my money.
Do you mind keeping Marlene company until I'm done with this?
I would mind horribly.
Yeah, you.
I am a mercenary. I don't do well with children, but fine. I thought there was a way to not terrify her, but
Hey!
I guess I was incorrect. So how are you? What day is it today? I don't even know.
Daddy?
It's that day.
The people who died all returned to
Is
the
it June
planet?
4th?
Of course.
I don't know when you will be watching this, but it's June 4th. Tifa, come back. Tifa, nice boots.
Before we get on to money,
Do you think the reason
there's
why
an
she
empty
wears such
apartment in a
ridiculous
place
boots
just down the
is, you
road.
know,
It's
no
nothing
one would dare
fancy,
tell her,
but
like,
I was thinking you could stay
what's
there
with
for
the,
now.
what's with the
The
red boots?
landlady's a big friend of the cause, so you wouldn't even have to pay rent. Sound good?
Yeah, sounds
Sure
great.
does.
Follow me then.
I love free
How was
lodging.
it up on the plate?
It was chaotic.
I can't wait to see you as a frog in suspenders,
It was wrong
Tifa.
of me to put you in danger like that.
Watch you
promise
take
I
out
won't
some
do it again.
baddies.
Dangerous part of the job.
Get a
Don't
ribbit,
worry about me.
a new one.
I'll try not to.
Baddies that we
Always
see.
happy to help stick it to Shimmer.
Not good at all.
I don't know what it is, but I
So,
I forget what
you
even
make
this
nice
chapter
with everyone?
entails. Like, I know
Much
there's
as I could,
missions
all
and
things
stuff, and then there's like the Johnny thing we have to
Maybe not
deal
enough
with.
for them.
Good.
God damn it, you probably couldn't hear. Probably didn't hear a damn thing I said, did you?
I'll give you that.
Probably didn't. I'm gonna, no. If you didn't hear a damn thing I said, that's where the VOD will start. I don't need it that close. I need my droopy sock in
I
the
saw
shot.
Sector 8 on the
My
news.
windscreen.
It was like a war zone.
The news is just another Shinra mouthpiece. They'll spread whatever lies Shinra tells
Yeah.
them
The
So,
topsiders brought this on
It wasn't that bad?
Shinra's a bunch of liars, but it was that bad,
Oh.
after all.
And here we are. Good old
Tifa, you
Stargazer
drunk? You
Heights.
walked right into that
You're on the
railing.
second floor. Room 201 here is where I
That's
sleep.
nice. Where do I sleep?
Don't have time for much else. What with 7
Shut up, I need to sleep.
Not even time to decorate.
You see this 100-pound sword I'm carrying around? I need a rest.
Here's your room, 202.
Thanks.
Don't worry. I already told the landlady about you.
Good.
You did?
So she won't be concerned. I'm
Yes?
glad to hear it.
Oh, I mean, I told her I had a friend.
No. And
No,
this?
that works.
That one's, know what? It's
Marco lives there. Don't worry about him. He's sick. This guy... am sick. I'll leave what happens in that room to your imagination. We talk business. We talk filters. Spoilers. We talk filters. Ooh, 500 bucks. That was some of the payment. Hi, Marco. Let's chat.
Hey.
Let's have a chat. I'm gonna skip it though. I'm gonna skip the chat. Okay. Now loading. They're all loaded. Let's fight some things as toads. I already have Tifa with an enfeeblement ring. I forget where the enfeeblement ring even came from, but I imagine I could probably get another one after I get far enough. Then I won't have to worry about swapping it in and out and compromising the integrity of the
Been
run.
around.
I'll bet.
I'll just have to remember once we get to past... If we even get past Airbuster.
Now you'd best get a move on to Seventh Heaven. She's got
I feel more confident that we can get through Airbuster at this point,
My husband decided to go.
but I don't know. Might be a bridge too far.
another day.
A friend of mine.
Don't take your eyes off me.
There's so many people.
But if we can get past that, then I'll just have to make sure to put an enfeeblement ring on Aerith. We do have that one fight, that one, you know, one-on-one fight before that. If you're watching this Toad Ring challenge, I'm going to assume that you've probably played this already. I'm going to try not to be too overt with spoilers.
Go ahead and keep
But-
whatever we collect. Seeing as you didn't bring any luggage.
But I figure if you're
I'm guessing
unfamiliar
you're
with this game, you'd probably rather watch, you know,
And
a
don't
vanilla
worry.
playthrough, but what do I know?
Barrett's out making his rounds too.
Don't take
As
your
long
eyes
as I
off
get
me.
it
I
all.
know that I like Final Fantasy VII, I know that much, that's about all I know.
All the items
Oh
you
right,
want,
we gotta talk
straight
to
from
this
the
gentleman, the rat problem guy.
Hey there.
Stop flirting with my woman. She's not my woman, but stop it anyway.
Sounds like a pretty.
She's my friend. Stop flirting with her.
Suppose.
No one flirts with her. Not even me.
Change your mind.
We'll see you around, okay? And let us know when you're...
All the items you could want, straight from the book.
He's a regular.
For you, maybe.
Regular,
Wow.
everyday, normal guy.
Our next stop
I
is
forget
Remake.
who he, like,
And you
that's
know what to
a...
expect.
I'm referencing a song when I say that, and it was like around this time that it started floating through my heads again. My
It
heads?
was done by a terrorist group.
Freudian slip. Anyways.
What's gonna happen to Midnight?
I want to say it's a John Lajoie song.
Hey, Marl. Got some
The show me your genitals guy.
Working?
If you've never heard of John Lajoie, look him up, he's pretty funny.
I'm pretty good at taking...
That I do. No
That song was kinda, at least in Canada, that song was all over the place, at least in my neck of the woods.
A tried and
Back
true.
in, like,
Thanks, Marl.
Don't do it.
I want to say 2014? All the years blend together. 2010 to 2019, it all might as well have been the same year.
Marl's great. She helped get me set up.
I
back
can't
in
get,
day.
the older I get, the harder
Been here a while.
time I have
5 years,
distinguishing
give or take?
between the years.
But never mind that.
Every year I get older, every year,
Last stop is the weapons store.
a year feels shorter. 898. But I mean, when you're 10, a year is a 10th of your life, but when you're 30, a year is a 30th of your life. So it's like... I heard someone liken the passage of time in your life as to like a toilet paper roll. Because when it starts, you know, it rolls around, you know, it's thicker, so it's like it rolls slower, so it stays bigger. But once it gets to about the halfway point, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller that much faster. That's what I kind of...
Don't really know.
I like the
In that
analogy.
case, if you're serious, it's not what... Yep.
How do I start? Yeah, okay.
Didn't see anybody.
Life is like toilet paper, oh yeah.
No better way to keep you and your family safe than with a weapon of your own. Come and check out our selection.
Make of that what you will.
Huh. Didn't.
Wedge, don't touch my weapon. You weirdo. Why don't you and Tifa go have a shower? I'll do business. You guys have a plutonic shower together. Wedge can watch you while eating pizza, and everyone will be happy.
Scrap Boulevard is out west. Past the barricades, supposed to keep the monsters out. Anyway.
But we will be monsters. Let me just make double sure that Tifa has an enfeeblement ring equipped. Oh, I should also... I don't think I really need to trick her out yet. I don't think we've really hit that point. But I'm sure we will hit a point where the battles are gonna get really long. If even doable at all.
Here's Scrap Boulevard.
I keep saying that.
See why monsters appeal right
It's just
away.
the range of the tongue.
And the more we pile up,
The
more
frog
we show
tongue.
up.
Oh, I guess pick up more materia. I wonder if there's a max materia limit. If there is, someone's probably found it by now. Take that! I tongue thee! Blow bubbles at thee. Yeah, someone had mentioned in
So that's what a
my
soldier
YouTube
looks like.
comments that I wish that for this run that when they're toads, that they were just like ribbit, ribbit. Like, yeah, that would have been so much better. They should have done that. They must have just not thought to do that. But I really think they should have. You might miss some story that way, but whatever. In battle story. I don't know if there's really any story exposition in battle like that. Yeah, and we do have Bloodsucker on Cloud. I also love how when Cloud's frog, his sword turns into a Buster
You're
Sword.
good at this.
A mini one at
Charging
that.
in like it was nothing.
Thankfully.
You too.
It was a mini one. A big size one would squish
Oh,
him.
I've been here 5 years now.
A frog with no clothes on. But Tifa still has her suspenders and her miniskirt on. Isn't that adorable?
All right.
He did it.
I think that might be the
Go
last
team.
one.
They won't stay gone for long.
Of course not. A win's a win.
True.
You must watch
They do
this
wonders for your rep.
dialogue. You cannot skip. Well, we did it. We were victorious. I'm not even going the right way. How about we go the right way? You know, I think that's a good idea, going the correct way. How about you? See, any sort of battle quests I can do. There might be the odd thing I miss. But I guess, really, if I'm just trying to beat the chapters, I don't have to do every quest and stuff, but I want to. Because if I get to a quest I just flat can't beat, then what chance do I have later in the run? Biggs, are you done? Are you done with your shower? Huh? Yeah, okay.
Back already?
Yes. Hands off my weapon, Biggs. With your Biggs-brained
You got
idea.
yourself a new weapon? Come on.
Who?
The
I don't
guy
need a
who-
new weapon. I'm
Where's he at?
gonna fight as a frog. So are you.
Office by now.
What?
Right, Tifa? Is that okay? Hi, Weimer. What's up? So I noticed the tally of monsters in this is in like the 900
I'll
range.
take on any.
I don't know if it like flips back over to 0 or if it just stays at like 999.
I hear you sell swords. Might wanna
Being
introduce
slain
yourself
this
to
month.
the merchants.
It's been more than a month now.
You know how terrible.
But thanks for the kind of a counter.
Until they get reactive
Oh.
on back up.
Now you got me wondering if I can get this to 777 if it does something. This game, I really
Numbers for monster slaying this month.
wonder if this game has like something hidden in it in pertaining to 7. Like if you get to 777 kills, if I don't know, something. Not that if something would happen, but because it would have happened already. But I don't know. I wonder.
Hey, this
I guess we'll do the rat problem first. That would make the most logical sense. Stop thinking about what you're gonna ask.
Hey there, Tifa.
There you go.
Welcome back.
He's like, oh my god, I gotta try to talk to Tifa. I muster up the courage.
Oh, you think, well,
right in front of his mercenary buddy. Her mercenary buddy.
All the items you could want, straight from the plane.
Whereabouts? Yes. So I think, like, the piddly rats are gone. I think it's just straight to the Doom rats now, since we've done this. But I forget. One time it was just straight to Doom rats. Yeah, I don't know why that's the case. How much damage are we doing? Like, none. Okay. Well, thus it begins. Well, we have the leapfrog attack, which still seems to be pretty juicy. I need to actually be focusing on one of the Doom rats. They're fast. They're so fast, though. Ah, you're pretty rat. Yeah, that's alright. I wonder when we'll finally be able to stagger an enemy as a toad, if it's even feasible. It's even Reggie feasible. There's gonna be a lot of leapfrogging done in this run. And then do that. More leapfrog. Watch your tongue. So maybe the aerial enemies will still be a nightmare because of energy. Stop having that condition where you say the next word in the dictionary. I remember that being a gag. I don't know, like, maybe I'm dating myself a bit here, but do you guys remember the old TV show Duckman, or the old cartoon show? It's actually voiced by Jason Alexander, you know, better known as George from Seinfeld. But there was one episode where I think it was Duckman anyways, where he was talking to someone and that was like he had that condition. It's not really a condition, but where you say the next word in the dictionary. If you don't get this sorted out, you'll be in deep trough. So I don't know. Hey Ganza, how you doing? We got those Doom rats. Yeah, I got some Chapter 3 hijinks going.
I'll make it worth your
Curious to see how this aerial battle's gonna go here.
Seventh heaven, I can see it
the
now.
Drakes and the abandoned factory or whatever it's called.
That went well.
It went great, Tifa. Thank you.
Each job.
It's not what you know. Not a patient teacher.
Ooh, you're making her laugh. Look, listen to her giggling away.
Thanks to the awesome new mercantile.
So, pretty much back where the rat problem was. Betty can find her own cats. I don't need a maiden's kiss. I'm a frog, and I'm gonna stay a frog.
Hello! I'm guessing you're that. People were right. So some drakes have made them. Can't have that kind of. My regulars.
I don't know why. I seem to be noticing, like,
obliged. Head on over to the. Good
pixelation.
I'm counting on you, my friend.
No. Like that welcome sign. It was, like, kind of low res for a second, which, whatever, but... I mean, the game's otherwise gorgeous, don't misunderstand me.
Something's wrong.
I want to check it out yet, I want to do the quest. I'm sure that when you do the biker boy, like the bike run or whatever, I'm sure that you won't be a toad. But who knows? That'd be hilarious if you were.
Factory's off limits.
Huh?
In that case, we believe there's at least 5.
I'm curious how you're gonna pull off the Rufus fight when the time comes. I hadn't even considered the Rufus fight. I hadn't even gotten that far in my thought process. I've already been like, alright, Airbuster's gonna be a huge stumbling block. But I think I can do it. Then the Hell House is also going to be a huge stumbling block, but I think I can do it because at least with Hell House, like I can use elemental attack, so I could have, say, like fire attack and like wind attack, so we could at least hurt it when it's certain elementals. But there might just be some insurmountable wall at some point, because they don't expect you to do this. But I feel like they must have expected you to do this, because why else would... Because otherwise the frog ring, it really doesn't have any utility. Like, it has good range. I'll give it that. But outside of that... Yeah, we're reaching them just fine. Won't be able to leapfrog, I'm guessing. Well, that was just fortunate, he was down low. Oh man, I forgot about the Hell House, yeah. Yeah, like I forgot about Rufus, like it's... Just the whole Shinra building is gonna be... just glorious. Did we technically do it? No. Should at least open some of these checkpoints if possible. Hold. I'm more worried that we're gonna hit a certain point where the damage we have to do is just going to be absurd. Like how long it'll take to just get through a fight because the damage is so low. So I'm already Chapter 1 max level. And I already can't do a lot of damage. Like I'm already, like 1,000 is about where we top out. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna get super lost. Trying to think of, like, why I'm already stuck. Like, come on, man. Yeah, alright. And I'm sure there's some other headache enemies that I just... Oh my god. Bosses that I'm just straight forgetting. Yeah, like 84 damage. That's just not gonna cut it before long. But hey, it might just end up being like super long fights, and that's just how it's gonna be. But it will also be crucial to be bouncing between the characters to do as much like bubble breath, leapfrogging, stuff like that, to keep the damage flowing through. But hey, if we get to a certain point where we can't progress, you know... Fine.
Give him hell.
The factory's open for business again.
Okay. Not done. Don't mind me. Just... how quickly all this stuff has escaped me. Don't play the game for like a month, I'm like, eh, what do I do? Final Dragon of Fire 8? What am I playing? What's an RPG? It's like a grenade launcher, what? I was saying this the other day, but like... What was I saying the other day? I forgot. I'm sure it was lies.
Was never in doubt.
Yeah, pull the thing down. It'll be interesting regardless. Oh yeah, like I'll get as far as I can until I'm like, nah, I'm done, but you know, if someone else wants to do it, they're more than welcome. I'm wondering if once the game, like once part 2 comes out, and you can get to a higher level or whatever, I wonder if you could then play this game as a higher level. Like, I wonder if that's a thing. Like, you could come back here as, like, level 90, whatever. Because if you can, then I would think, inevitably, you could certainly do the Toad run. If we hit a brick wall at some point. But again, like you were saying, we do still have access to items. Which might be really important. I want to try to do it without items, but if I have to, I will. But also, using the correct elements on enemies will probably be important. Like, I should probably have Wind Elemental on Cloud for now.
Let's go.
No, because I want to open the door.
That should be enough intel for the kid.
No, goddammit. They're like, do you want to return? No. Want to return? No. Then I do that anyway, and now I can't return. Good job. Anyways, Wind Elemental. I presume you can still... Oh yeah, you have defense. Exchange. And wind. I presume Wind Elemental will still work. As Toad status. Yeah, that answers it right there. Yeah, that's gonna be helpful for sure. Also, now I want to test Bubble, see if it's wind based. Yeah, I'm inclined to think so. Is my elemental materia max level? Yes. Okay, good. That's what makes you think hard mode of this would be impossible. Yeah, with no way to heal. Yeah, that would probably be the deal breaker. Because so far we haven't really been sustaining a lot of damage. Oh, that's not entirely true. It's pretty well true. Because if you have, like, there's certain abilities with certain weapons, like Bloodsucker, where you can get some hit points back, but you do have to kill the enemy. That's kind of the caveat. But if I forget what kind of,
that it?
like, enemies you fight that might have, like, riffraff to deal with, or maybe, like, body parts that you can get health from, but yeah. The not healing will be an issue, I'm sure, like you said. Well, I'll try my best not to use items. If I can swing it. Yeah, because we won't... The enemies aren't dealing a lot of damage yet, but eventually they will. And there might be some other passive ability that I'm not thinking about. I was gonna say, is there a gen ring? Yeah, I can't equip it because of the Enfeeblement Ring. Even if there were. Oh, ahoy! Ahoy there.
A certain shopkeeper told me you... Thanks for helping.
What shopkeeper would that be? You look like you're actually wearing like a fake mustache and beard, Climber.
You're a lifesaver. Go get him, bud. The catch dog was last seen in Scrap Boulevard.
Ah, yes, back to Scrap Boulevard.
Is there anyone who can treat
I'm not going anywhere near
some
that.
dogs?
Let's see what he's made of.
So last night I did a Mega Man 3, like Buster only, no E-Tanks challenge, and we did it. However, I think because the stream was so long, when I went to download the VOD, it's just like just the audio file. So I won't be able to upload it as like, you know, Let's Play footage or anything. Why did that move? But I think I'll be able to clip all the parts where I beat the bosses Buster only, which I might just do that. It's like, I don't feel like I have much other choice in that instance. Oh, goddamn it. Why does Leapfrog not hit that thing? Square Enix, please fix. How am I supposed to do my Toad Ring challenge when that doesn't work? No, come back. You're afraid of a frog? Come back here. So yeah, a clip show of that run we'll have to do.
Hey, over here. Keeper.
Why do you sound like you're talking into a pillow, Weimer? There's nothing in the way. Oh, I KO'd after the zoo fight last night. I don't think I really did much else other than that. Just kind of gallivanted the countryside, apparently. Oh, that worked that time. I don't know.
Worked up a good sweat.
Turn to Weimer. Yeah, sure. Even like the Reno fight. Like, you can block. That reminds me, maybe I should see if parry works. This might be a good time to test the parry materia. Actually. What don't I really need? Oh yeah, I what am I doing having more than... Yeah, this other HP up materia is a waste. Also, I have no idea if summons can still show up when you're a frog. I haven't tried it. Do I not have a parry materia? I do. I mean, sure, let's try it. I mean, if for no other reason than it ups my defense.
Took care of the dog.
Gotta say.
Yeah.
I've never seen...
Oh, today. Wait a minute. There's this crazy... Huh.
It bothers me that you can't skip some of this dialogue.
You got the bastard. That's good enough for me.
Don't screw this up.
Oh, Chadley, I guess.
Cloud, you were the first to gather. I have developed new materia. I plan to develop more. I'll keep.
I doubt you actually have new materia, but let's look.
If there's anything you require,
just in the off chance you do. Yeah.
I sense a sudden surge of emotion in my future.
Do you? Do you know? Yeah, what else did I even do with Final Fantasy 15? Like, I did that cave with the fishing spot, fought the zoo. Then I just kind of messed around with, like, Vive pictures. Just whittling the quests down, basically.
Don't take your eyes
Round 2. Excuse me. Excusez-moi.
Drakes in the factory, did you?
Oh yeah. The first Reno fight might not be too hard, but when he's with Rude later on, might be hell.
Deal, all right. I've worked with my anyway.
I mean, we will find out.
Can't get it.
Well,
in due course.
No, I get it. May not know you. I switch out my stock every so often, so drop by.
Once the HP starts getting higher, it's gonna be tricky.
There's this amazing.
Nothing I've done.
Oh, so you want more of a challenge?
For all I know, I might have no choice but to like bump the difficulty down to easy. Like I don't know.
You're a one.
Like yeah, I get that. Ah yes. I understand now. I forgot about Tifa's friend. Tifa's friend, of whom I feel nothing for. Betty, look for your own cats, I'm sorry. I have Toad bring stuff to do. Actually, you would have gotten the mini ring if you did all the quests as a Toad and helped Betty. That'd be my luck. Hidden ass accessory. Hidden ass accessory.
Then maybe you can help the Drake. You should be able to find.
I think you only have 2 royal arms left. Okay, that aren't story related. Okay, cool. Because I know I have 4 left to get. So I just gotta gallivant the countryside, I guess.
If it ain't the Merc himself.
We'll find him eventually. Oh my word, stop yawning, man. You just woke up, dude. I should drink my drink. Come on, caffeine, do your job. Make me alert. I forget if you can double up on elemental materia and do more damage. Probably not. But maybe. I mean, now's the time to check. So we're doing about 100 damage to these Gorgers. 100 and change. With the regular tongue flick. So yeah, let's actually check that. 'Cause who knows? Why do I have MP plus on you? MP up. That must just be an artifact from, like, last time. Like, it doesn't say does not stack, like the element, like the, oh, wait. Well, it says adds the element when more than one is set, only first takes effect. So does that mean well, let's just see. One way to find out, and that's by checking. Something else just occurred to me. Can I have poison? Can I have poison tongue? With like... Is that a thing I can do? Oh, and there's HP absorption. Oh, never mind. Okay, I guess not. I presume I can't use enemy skill. I mean, this is the time to experiment with this crap.
Nothing to it.
Because if we can make other toads blow up and stuff, that could be helpful. I always get so lost here. For whatever reason. This labyrinth. Okay. No, that didn't seem to do any more damage. It was worth a try. Okay, and I still only have lead proc.
That it?
That didn't really do much damage, now, did it? Where are you, other Gorger? You get 3 hits out of it, though. I don't know.
Damn it.
Told you so.
Told us so.
Locked up tight.
Oh yeah, I need to break boxes. I forgot. God damn it. If I listened to the dialogue, I would have known that. This was the one I meant to pull earlier. I was like, oh, it's locked. Crap. Crap cakes. Stream's not stuttering or anything, really, is it? It doesn't look to be on my end. I'm trying to record while I upload again. Because I noticed last night that... Because the way that I had to upload to YouTube last night, I didn't realize that I didn't set it to, like, not... Let me rephrase that. Let me start over with my foggy, lack of caffeine brain. When I finished my stream last night, I noticed that there was a recording of the stream. But I didn't really notice that the stream was suffering. But when I straight up hit broadcast and record for the first time I tried to do this run, it was just like the Twitch VOD was stuttery crap, but the recording was fine. But last night, I don't think it really affected the Final Fantasy 15 upload, so I'm wondering if you, like, click the setting to have, like, a local recording, if it's, like, less, excuse me, if it's less strenuous on the system. Nah, it's fine. Okay, good. Because I'd rather just upload stuff like this than have to edit Twitch archives.
I gotcha.
Because, like, the audio goes out of sync, and it's just, there's a lot of a lot of work in post that I'd rather just not do if I can avoid it. Like, I don't mind trimming a little off the front, a little off the back, and whatever in the middle that I think might be worth speeding through. Okay, so that's good. Because right now I still have all kinds of energy for, you know, trying to do a Twitch stream in the afternoon if I have time, and a YouTube stream. Come here. Okay, what I don't understand right now is... Cloud had, like, 9,000 hit points. Now he doesn't. But... HP Plus said that it only goes up to, like, 100% of your HP.
Keep those gloves up.
So why do I have less hit points now? Maybe when I changed the hard edge that happened and I just didn't notice. Now I want to look again. Oh, it might have something to do with all of this that I've equipped too, actually. Oh, I did unequip. Yeah, that's why. Because I unequipped an enemy skill. Durr, okay. That explains everything. I guess really I don't need to do that, but it's not offending anything. Can I boost HP even further? Yeah, Fat Chocobo. I can boost attack, which I should do. Yeah. Every penny worth of attack I can squeeze out, I need to.
And there he is.
I was centered when the stream started, wasn't I?
The
There we go. How dare I settle into my seat and move?
Not like these.
They're just doing their jobs. Can't expect them to be at your beck and call.
What exactly?
You need people who can...
I seen, heard you react. Me? I'm just hell with you. No more mercs or shit. We'll build up the watch and kick you off.
Good job ridding us of that.
In hell, I might be able to... Yeah, what else? Let me look at the materia a bit more closely. Because there's the... Okay, deadly dodge. Can I dodge? Can I dodge as a frog? I don't see why I couldn't.
We no longer have a rat problem.
I mean, any other excuse is to rack up damage. God damn it, Betty, I'll find your fucking cats. You're lucky I like cats, Betty. Or else you'd be out of luck.
Heard good things about you.
Next item on the Friends of...
Oh, hey.
No.
Which I may or may not cut out in post.
They have long, they like places with and small space. Oh yeah.
I guess it just depends how long this particular episode is. I know Chapter 3 ends when it's time for the bike minigame, which I won't be doing today. I'm gonna try to do this like a chapter at a time, unless I think the chapters are gonna be super long.
Just now, I think one of Betty's cats might be nearby.
Because even though I've been enjoying doing Twitch in the day, like I don't want to be doing like a 5-hour Twitch stream, then like a 5-hour YouTube stream. If I can help it. Remember your own video, where all the cats are. They're all along this road.
Glad we no longer have a rat problem. Come on.
Looks like
But we have a cat problem. And the problem is they're too adorable. Little blue-eyed white cats.
I'll think about it.
Speedy, don't get jealous. I appreciate how you can see the different materia in your weapon. Like how it's accurate.
I'm trying to get.
Oh my god, go in there and find the other cat.
This sucks.
Cats would like you, Cloud. You have that mentality. Cat, for those that don't know, like basically human body language for like disinterest to a cat is like interest. Because like if you want a cat to come up to you,
They ran away.
like say you're at someone's house for the first time, and you see a cat and you want to like pet it or whatever, what you want to do is like just look at the cat for a second,
Okay then.
but then look away
That's another solid gig in the
and put your hand down
You know, the whole town is
All right, let me rephrase that. Walk up to the cat, like look at the cat, but then don't like stare at it, but walk up to it. And like don't make eye contact or anything. Then bend over and put your hand down. They'll generally like then sniff you and then give you like the head thing.
Which lesson?
Lesson 1.
Because if you're staring at it, they're like, oh my god, you're like a predator or something. I've just thrown a few people off of my day being like, oh, this cat normally doesn't like people. It's like, well, you gotta know how to talk to them. Then they're like, you're a fucking madman, you talk to cats. What are you talking about?
Huh? Not
Like,
that I'm
not with words.
Sure thing.
Not so fast. Do me a favor.
It's body language. It's all body language.
Or are you just go on?
What am I even doing? I forget already. Did I do that right? Oh, is this when I'm like, hey, Tifa?
Let's take care of this real quick, okay?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Like, don't you have to do all the quests in order for Tifa to be like, what should I wear later? Here you go. That would be too much. I forget what I said. I'm gonna try that with the cats. Yeah, let me know if it works for you. Because it works just fine for me. Also, if you see a cat squint at you, it generally means that they like you. Well, that's how you can interpret it. It's basically them saying you're not a threat, because they trust you enough to like close their eyes. Tifa, is this the first filter you changed? What's taking you so long?
I'll be done in a bit. Finally.
Wear something sporty because that's my favorite outfit of yours.
Something sporty?
I don't think that'd be so different from my usual.
It's fine.
Be sure to pick an outfit that goes with mine.
I'll pick a nice dress to go with it, don't worry. Or I won't, I don't know.
Hey, Marl, we take care.
So there's the Johnny thing left? What else is there even left in this chapter?
My appreciation. You'll get no second chances from me.
Nothing too complicated, I guess. I was remembering this being like a longer chapter, but Chapter 4 is the motorcycle stuff, so. Yeah, I was saying earlier, this is probably my favorite spot in this game. Just the Sector 7 slums.
That Johnny.
Stay away from me! Hold it!
Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. And the devil shows up. Cloud, haul ass. But yeah, it's kind of like why cats and dogs don't get along, because they're like their body language don't correlate. Because when a dog sees you, they're like excited and come right over you, but a cat doesn't like that.
What the hell, man? You're trying to break my arm?
That being said, I have seen cats and dogs get along.
Let's get a closer look.
Any way to treat a model citizen of MegaHarv?
Model citizens don't steal blasting agent. So why don't you tell me why your ID popped when we were going over the warehouse logs?
Huh?
That didn't occur to me. That must have been Jesse that did that. Like, use John, like, for the blasting agent. Yeah, it's just... I clearly read that before, I just didn't register. Yeah, I think they nailed it with the Sector 7 slums, agreed. Well, I'm sure that...
All he had to do was...
Like, I'm sure Square,
Anyway,
like, knew how crucial it was that they got this remake right. But I'm sure they, like, double knew that they had to nail the slums. Like, if they were gonna do anything right, it had to be here. And I'm still annoyed by the benches. It's not a big deal. It's far from being a deal breaker, but the benches annoy me. If for no other reason than, like, the part with
cavalry?
Like when you're scaling the tower with, like, Reno and Rude when the plate collapses.
You guys really get...
It's like, oh no, Jesse! You go up a flight of stairs, there's a bench right there. It's like, oh, for God's sakes. Recover her HP and MP on the fucking bench, okay? Like, she's still talking, she's fine. It's not like she was run through. It'd be different if she was splattered paste, but she wasn't. But, like, healing with a tent at a save point, that doesn't bother me.
So...
Figure that out.
Yo, anybody there?
That's way more ridiculous. But I don't know, maybe in part 2 benches won't be as common.
I'm more worried about us.
Right.
What?
Worried about us, Tifa. We need to talk.
I suppose
it's the Mako.
Right. Back to the bar.
Then we get to play more darts. I do like the darts, as simple as it really is in the grand scheme of things of it. Like, once you figure out the darts, it's like you can only do so well in it. And then it's like, well, I guess I'm done with the darts. Give me some PvP dart playing.
And here we are.
Same as you.
I'm exhausted, Tifa. Give me something hard.
Tifa.
Yeah. Hey. I see.
I see.
So, what'll...
Head back into no, I'm good. In all seriousness, like, since I streamed Shenmue, I don't think I have had a stream... Shenmue 1! Which was, like, a year ago.
Hey, need y'all downstairs.
I don't think I've had a stream where I did not reference Shenmue. Because I'll see IC and then it's over. Like, I'm not doing it on purpose, but then they say IC and I can't not.
Go over the details with the others.
Before you do, about my pay.
You'll get your money.
Yeah, get you. Something hard. Cosmo Candle, please.
Something hard and bitter.
You'll be seeing benches in 15 soon. Oh, great. Yeah, I remember you saying there was benches in 15, and then I hadn't seen them, and I'm like, the fuck? What are you talking about? But it's, I didn't hit that part yet. Yeah, for those who haven't been watching me play 15, I'm doing a blind run of 15 on YouTube, and well, I have one episode on Twitch.
Sure they would.
But you're
well, like, I'm digging it.
Aren't you?
I was saying it's kind of like a Death by a Thousand Cuts sort of game, though. There's a lot of really tiny things in it that are far from being game-breaking, but it's, like, noticeable enough. I'm like, well, I have to comment on it. But, like, stuff like that, like, keeps happening, and I feel like I'm constantly complaining about the game, but it's not, like...
I gotta go.
It doesn't usually bleed into, like, mean-spirited bitching. It's mostly just like, oh, come on, map.
Enjoy.
Oh, stop jumping when you're picking up an item. There's the odd fight that got me a bit ragey, for sure, but...
Hey, you see the news?
Oh yeah, I can probably skip all of this. Then play some more darts. But yeah, I was actually playing this and people comparing it to 15, me being like, well, I should play it then. Like, I'm glad I did. Like, I have... Like, I've enjoyed it. But I would still say, like, I know this is, like... Final Fantasy VII, but... One second, we go to... I want to get perfect. I want to do this in 6, if I can. Then maybe I'll remember what I was talking about. Barely. Looking good. How's that for a live stream? Perfect dart play. Can't remember how to play the rest of this game. Still play the darts though, just fine. But yeah, long story short, I've been enjoying Final Fantasy 15. Yeah, like I was trying to say that like it's Final Fantasy 7. It's gonna feel more like Final Fantasy to me by default. But 15, I would say feels the least like a Final Fantasy, but it's still Final Fantasy.
Maybe just.
And I'm enjoying it. And the inclusion of all the Final Fantasy music was a good move, with all the driving you do. Yes, let's wait. Yeah. I know exactly what you mean by the minor annoyances that add up, but I still feel like there's a special charm to it. Yeah, I agree. Like, it does definitely have, like, that, like, road trip kind of feel, like you're with your buddies on a road trip kind of thing. And just having, like, an open world to explore in a Final Fantasy game, it's really quite something. And I also haven't really played open world games, so it's not like the novelty of them is worn off for me at all. If anything, I'm getting more into them, like, the more I play them. Like, I'm still on Chapter 8 in 15, and I've been playing it for, like, 72 hours. I'm, like, mid-80s, like, I'm just... When it's gonna be hilarious when I continue the story, I'm just gonna raffle stomp everything. I heard you can beat the game around, like, level 40.
That hit the spot.
I'm already level 80.
Damn, Biggs, slow down.
I'm just gonna eat my finger, don't mind me.
room for error come tomorrow.
I'm pretty sure we're just about done now. I think I just go to sleep.
Best way to clear your head so you can focus when it counts.
Jesse somehow beats me home. Oh yeah, we gotta do this fight first, I forgot.
He lives in this town.
Yeah, we're almost done. Chapter 3.
Hey brother, you from around the way?
Yes. Yeah, because I had to do this part so many times for, well, not only... Like, I guess it wasn't even to set up for the Biker Boy trophy, like, that was kind of part of it, but I did my, like, how to equip summon materia video. I had to do this part so many times to get the shot the way I wanted it. So I could have Jesse's hand, like, just be where I want it with the summon materia. Because I was like, still get to show the summon materia in the game. All you see is the hand. You don't necessarily know who's giving you the summon materia. There's still like that intrigue to it,
Unless you got some
but not spoilery.
Then be my guest. After you, brother.
Speedy,
Don't
don't.
worry.
Whatever you did, don't.
Stabbing type. Most days.
YouTube thumbnails. It's a science unto itself.
Spill it. You know where the
guy with the gun in his arm, I don't know, he turns into a frog when he fights now. He doesn't have a gun arm as a frog, which I feel like was a massive oversight. What was that? Must have been, yeah, them throwing grenades. But like, I kind of get what people's issue is with Final Fantasy 15, similarly to what I get like people's issues with 13. Like, if they played it day one and went into it and be like, what the fuck is this? But I still liked 13. I don't know if it's possible for me to dislike a Final Fantasy. Even X2, which I now can safely say is my least favorite Final Fantasy game. It's not all bad. There's kernels of good in it. It's just... You know what I said about Final Fantasy 15? How there's minor annoyances everywhere? Well, Final Fantasy X2 has a bunch of, like, moderate annoyances in it that stack up way faster. And I like cheesy humor, but I'm not, like, accustomed to, like, cheesy girl humor. So that was, like, it was a bit much for me. But the battle system was great. So yeah, that's how Jesse made it.
Welcome home, honey. Took your sweet time.
Cloud's like, excuse me. Cloud's like, I don't get it. Yeah, it being my first okay, yeah, it being my first real open game probably has something to do with it. Yeah, that would certainly help. Like, that one was my second one. I played Horizon Zero Dawn before that.
Right to the point then.
But like, but then you give me an open world Final Fantasy game, I'm gonna enjoy it more by default.
An apology for not getting you on the mission.
I feel like there's a spot to have like, hey, it's her holding the green materia when you have the summon materia already for a thumbnail, but I think I'm kind of past that part. Story's gonna be no problem, yeah, just so that the DLCs and super bosses will be a little struggle. I always have a problem with, like, even if it's the first time playing a Final Fantasy game, like, if I'm playing an RPG for the first time, I have a hard like, if I can break it, I will.
I'll give you the details on the way.
That's fine by me, but...
Like, if they didn't want me doing this stuff, it shouldn't have been in the game.
I do, but...
Jesse said I do.
Now, it's only gonna get harder. Anyway, I can count on you,
that's, yeah, pretty well. This is pretty well Chapter 3. I thought this stream might end up being, like, a few hours long, but, you know, we're about an hour.
Doubt we'll be back before morning, in case you were planning on traveling light. Make sure you've got everything you need.
Yeah, I got everything, Jesse.
I'll wait here.
I got it.
You all set?
No, I'm gonna save it first, just in case it, like,
all the time you need.
immediately thrusts me into Chapter 4, because I want the next video to be like, hey, Chapter 4, everybody, instead of, like, skipping the I don't really plan on doing the biker minigame again. If I'm not a frog for it, which I have no reason to believe I would be, then there's really no reason for me to do it for this run. Now saving. Unit ready. Which FF battle system do you like the best? That's a good question. Maybe 12? Like, I know the Gambit system really rubbed some people the wrong way, but, like, not only... This'll probably sound a little weird, but, like, not only... Like, do I like how you can be like, oh, I'm below 60% HP? Well, heal automatically. It also kind of taught me, like, the way you have to make the Gambit system work. Like, the photo editing software that I use. when you're trying to layer stuff, you have to, like, stack it in a similar way. So, oddly enough, Final Fantasy XII taught me how to use my photo editor better.
You all set?
Yes. That being said, I do have a soft spot for Final Fantasy X's, battle system, like the way... I wish more games, like, stole that battle system. Like, network transmission. The Mega Man X RPG. Command Mission. Has a similar battle system. Same with, there's a Lord of the Rings game that also does. I do have a soft spot for it. Some people hate it, but I don't see what the big deal is with it. It's like turn-based, but better. But it's not quite active time. Like, if you don't like active time battle, I feel like that's a sweet spot. Gives you some time to strategize. Yeah, I don't know if I would say 10s would be my favorite, but, like, I do appreciate the novelty of it.
Awesome. Meet me at the station after dark. Don't be late.
Oh, I'll be late. Don't you worry about that. Because, like, when you say that, I'm like, well, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it's all active time. Which, you know, has its merits. For sure. Like, I like the active time. Because, like, 1, 2, 3 is your standard turn-based. 4 to 9 are active time. Then, like, 10 has the turn-based hybrid, and... Anyways. I believe that ought to do. Why'd the bitrate go up to 4,000? What was that about? Now it's down to 600. Relax, bitrate. Bitrate, come back. Anyway, we just finished Chapter 3. Yeah, Chapter 4, right there. So next time when I start, I'll just start around here and be like, hey guys.
Need a lift to the plate?
So I'll just sign off the YouTube here. Thank you YouTube for Chapter 3. See ya for whenever I do Chapter 4.
Yeah, and don't get me started.
So until then, don't forget the lard.